We're in Spokane today at the Exactrix World Headquarters, and we're working with Jeff Bitton, our head engineer of the opener project P51 Mustang. These openers band as deep as 9 to 10 inches, which is pretty dang deep, but on average they do about 6 to 7 inches. But they're very durable, and we find out that we can run them for about $1 an acre. I'm going to explain a few of the features that we've added over the last 3 years that you Exactrix owners may not be aware of. We have a great book, Technology at Work, and it's about some of these upgrades and changes that have occurred to the opener. And over here I have some extra components that you may not be familiar with, or the terminology. So we'll encourage you to order this book and understand how everything goes together. The injection equipment has been changed greatly, and we have wear bits that are installed. These are the wear bits that allow us to run these 25,000 acre runs at 60 feet, and we also have wear plates that protect the injection. Also, this is glass hard carbon blue tempered spring steel that we use to protect the injectors, and you see the lines that it covers up in here. So some of the technical changes in injection, we do this in 52-degree angle or 60-degree angle. And so guys that like to run it down to from 25 inches down to 18-inch diameters, we recommend the 52-degree injection. Some of you prefer the 6-shooter design, the original 6-shooter design with 60-degree injection, maybe the CUE guides. And we'll explain what CUE is here shortly. So this is in the book, and with all these additional changes. And shortly we're going to go live up here. Oh, this is a really cool one that we use for iron chlorosis in soybeans. It injects as a third product with a flow splitter, a tri-flow splitter, and that's used with Farallene to help soybeans get past the iron chlorosis. And we also now have ball valves to control the flow of the ammonia right at the injection point. And of course the good old liquid check valves come from Europe, and they are high quality Arig check valves. They kick in at about 20 psi. So our systems are high pressure. They go all the way to 300 psi on the liquids, so a good rock solid check valve is a pretty cool deal. There's some of the clamping systems. We now have narrow clamps down to 6-inch. We have offsets. A lot of combinations for 7x7 and 6x6. You won't find many 4x4 toolbars that we work with. These are some of the seals that go into the cross shaft that protect the bearing. And nitron, use a polyurethane. This is the vertical seal now that goes into the upper and lower pivot joint. Over here you'll see it, this is the pivot joint right here, and so this is an improved seal that's polyurethane. And we even have one producer now that has decided to grease those fiber glides, but we know as engineers that fiber glides require no grease, and they're rated at 20,000 psi. So there's the cross shaft. It's a little heavier, and these are the verticals. So bearings are really important in getting these openers to swivel evenly and freely. Different types of cross shaft designs, different types of seals. I'm going to show that to you here shortly. This is the standard seal arrangement on the cross shaft. Has a fiber glide internally. Here's the C clamps, rocker block clamps, and we now have a C extension that goes onto that rocker block. Just slides right on, and that C extension allows you to keep the injector vertical by repositioning forward. Hard bushings, and we have several types of hard bushings. that go into the openers, and these bushings actually rotate and wear on this outer surface. So it gives us some more stability and a little bit longer wear life. And let's go one step further. We've added some additional features. We got more open guarding here. Jeff's been instrumental in getting that into place, Jeff and Clint. And here is a shield that goes in front of the spring. And you guys are familiar with the BT corn problem, and this keeps the BT corn from getting into the spring and damaging it. And we now build these springs right here in Spokane, a much higher quality spring. The hub is key, absolutely key. A lot of engineering work has gone into the hub design. These are some of the tools. The lubrication occurs about every 7,500 acres on a 60-foot machine. You grease the hub. You force the grease past the Timkins. We also coat the shafts with a nickel-based anti-seize material from Loctite. And we normally use cornhead grease from John Deere to fill the hub. We have seal drivers, etc. that we use. These are some of the sealed bearing drivers for installing bearings. Once again, I'd recommend this booklet to you. So some of the differences of the C, the CE, and the CUE. So there's three openers that we're going to focus on right now. These are the injections. That's a standard 60-degree injection. And this is the 52-degree injection. A little bit steeper angle. Tool holders have changed substantially. And we're going to go in and review that. These are called rock guards. They're used in place of the gyros. Sometimes we'll carry the gyro on the CUE. That's especially important. The CUE has a little bit different seal on the cross shaft. It's a spring-loaded. It's a metal face seal, and shows the lubrication system, installing the adapter. There's the drain plug to change the grease in the hub, and this is all written up in the booklet here. So let's move over. I want to show you some of the various improvements that we've talked about here, including we're going to take a look at the electronic ball valve and where it gets located for control of ammonia right at the opener. Okay, let's go take a look at the openers and get a little bit of a understanding of what is different between a C, a CUE, and a CE. So we have lined up here three openers complete. This is C, this is CE in the progression, and this is CUE here in the progression. CUE is a big bruiser, and this is where we go really deep and go for longevity. This is an opener that can band as deep as 10 inches. This is an opener CE that has a lot of endurance, but it goes 25 inches diameter and about 7 inches in depth. And we can install an electronic ball valve right here to control the ammonia right at the opener. This took about 5 years to get this developed. This Eric check valve is also a very high quality check valve, and we really promote this. It's a 20 psi check. Stops it from leaking, and you've got to run a basic pressure in the system from 20 psi to 320 psi. So you have a very big dynamic range. So let's go back here. Let's look at the C series. And the C series has what we call the opener arm, or the horizontal arm is 5 inches by 3/4, and it applies pressure into the spring group here. Has a hard bushing here, has a solid tool holder, has a wear bushing here, and of course the bolt clamps up and then the bushing rotates inside of the housing. This is the rocker block. This is how we change the angle of the opener. And we have an extension now that goes onto the rocker block. And so this is an extension that allows you to take it down to 18 inches in diameter from starting point 24 or 25 inch. So improved wear life. The injector shown here is 52 degree replaceable bit, wear plates replaceable. This allows us to get the opener to run on 15-inch centers at about $1 an acre, or on 30-inch centers at about half that, at 50 cents an acre for wear parts. So that's the high pressure injection of the orifice that allows us to put the material down deep. This does not run any deeper than about here in the depth. And so there's very little soil disturbance. It just cuts a slot, works beautiful, absolutely beautiful in cover cropping and into established winter wheat. You've probably seen a lot of the pictures of it, how well it does work. Once again, we're going to go to the CE, and it has this extension that can be added to here to go down to the 18-inch diameter. This is 52 degree injection. It has a little bit different arm up above here over the C series, and it's absolutely a deeper section. It's full section depth of 7 inches here, 3/4 material, great improvement. Has a wear bushing. There's the similar type wear bushing that's in here. That is a CE. And then the CUE is here. And this is a carrier for the gyro counterweight. It's 4 inches wide, weighs about 85 pounds. So it's unsprung weight, and it applies the force with unsprung weight, so it can really penetrate deep. Has a rock guard on this side. And you can see the differential there is from rather significant. It's can be as much as 9 inches between here and here. And 52 degree injection. Backing strip here, clamping force. CUE also has a metal-to-metal face seal on the cross shaft. And once again, the C-clamp extension can be added. Called a C-clamp. It's just an extension that goes on. Comes with an electronic ball valve if you prefer. And has these heavy wear bushings that go in. So these rotate. The bolt holds the bushing and it rotates externally against this surface here. Also, a hard bushing is located up here. So, final conclusion, there are various types of mounts that are available to mount openers. And so this is the wide 9-inch up here for stability. And then we have a very narrow 4-inch mount. And our soon-to-be standard is the 6-inch wide mount clamping system. And so it has a through bolt and very extensive weld up. I think that's about it, Alex. Just want to encourage you to go up to exactrix.com and review and snap a few pictures and get this in your head about the importance of deep banding, getting those nutrients in the ground and controlling nitrous oxide. No more fertilizer through the pivot. We got to get it in the ground now, and we need to do it no-till. And this is one of the world's best no-till openers, absolutely designed for 10, 12 mile an hour operation. A lot of my guys run at 8.8 mile per hour with plenty of horsepower left. Okay, thank you.